In May of 1803, 75 people made the ultimate decision that they would rather die than be slaves. They were Igbo people from what we now know as Nigeria, and they had already made a name throughout the South as a very resistant and independent people. They were strong enough to survive the 2 to 3 month long journey of the Middle Passage, packed under a boat like sardines, watching people die of starvation and sickness, and then lying amongst the living for days or even weeks before somebody would come and just toss them overboard. They were strong enough to survive that and make it to Savannah, Georgia, where they were then bought for about $100 each. They were purchased by the agents of John Cooper, a man who represented my hometown, Glenn County, in the Georgia Constitutional Convention to create laws we still live by today, and Thomas Spalding, a man who owned 350 Africans whose descendants still live on Sapelo Island, and I know some of them. The 75 was packed onto another ship to be taken to St. Simon's Island, Georgia. On the way there, they knew something had to give. They wasn't going to be slaves somewhere for the rest of their life, and they felt as if it was a cruel trick because they were taken all the way across the ocean to somewhere that looked exactly like their home. We don't know exactly what happened on the ship, but once they made it to St. Simon's, they were actually able to take over the ship, drown their captors, and landed at Dunbar Creek. At this point, there was really little options for you. One could maybe try and find a way to live on the land, as some other Africans were able to do. But these people decided to lock arms and walk into the marshes of St. Simon's, singing and praying. One song went by the lines of, "The water brought me here, the water will take me home." As a part of the Federal Writers Project, a formerly enslaved African man by the name of Floyd White was quoted saying, "Heard about the Igbos landing? That's the place where they bring the Igbos over in a slave ship, and when they get here, they ain't like it, and so they all start singing, and they march right down in the river to march back to Africa. But they ain't able to get there. They get drowned." If we were to rebuild our community, we're going to have to rebuild our education. And nobody's going to help us. We're going to have to do it on our own. So if you want to help me on this journey, subscribe. And if you got any ideas for more videos for me to do, leave a comment. Alright, y'all.